Hey everybody, Patrick Gensel here, and today I am going to show you the Lowepro Flipside Sport 15L all-weather. That's AW, this guy right here. So, this is one of Lowepro's sport line packs, really meant for being light and fast as a photographer out in the great outdoors, basically. So, the key feature of this being an AW pack is this neat little self-stowed rain cover. So you pull it out, it's attached with a stitch so you don't lose it, which I think is great. And it fits right over like so. The only thing I find troublesome with the rainfly system on this pack is if you have a tripod that's even a slight bit longer than this pack, it's near impossible to use the rainfly with. Would be cool if Lowepro would have designed maybe a Velcro flap on this side of the fly to stick your tripod through, but I'm just nitpicking with that. It definitely keeps your gear dry, and worst case scenario, if you find yourself in a storm, just take your tripod off, carry it with you. It's better than having wet camera gear, right? So now that I showed you the main big feature on this, I will go to each of the other things on this pack. This is called the Flipside because it loads from the back, so you swing it around your waist, drop it like so. Camera loads this way. So, let me show you the rest of the features on the outside of the pack before we delve into the inside. On this side, like I showed you, we have the tripod holder. It's pretty heavy duty, solid nylon flap. 2 nylon catches for the tripod. You slip your 2 legs in this way. The one leg goes around this, keeping it in place. This wraps over top of the tripod, and then this comes back over. And it snaps with your buckles. Completely adjustable. I've had really tiny tripods on it. I have a really big Manfrotto tripod that works great with this pack. So, great for carrying tripod. I've used other Lowepro all-weather packs that had the mount on the bottom, and while that works great, it's a little bit awkward when you're navigating like tight quarters in the woods or tight quarters anywhere, having your tripod stick out, especially if you have a longer tripod. So on this side we have the hydration compartment. This will hold a 1 liter hydration bladder. Slips in here, and then you feed your hose up through here and then route it either down the left or right side of your shoulder straps, depending on which side you prefer it on. It works better on the right side with the way this pack is laid out. And on the front here, we have ice tool or trekking pole holders. I've actually got my ice climbing tools with me today, so I'll show you how this works out. You slip them through the bottom catches here, flip it over, catch like that. Same thing on the other side. Slip it through, flip it over. And there you are. So you can carry your ice tools or trekking poles out with you when you take your camera. The only other issue with that is typically when you go out climbing in this situation, you're going to have somebody else with you so they can carry other gear, but it's going to be hard to carry your camera equipment and a harness or any other climbing gear. But you can carry your tools with you or a trekking pole. I think this is probably most people are going to use this with trekking poles. But it works with ice tools too. Plus these basically look like medieval weapons, so they're fun to carry around. So let me get rid of these here and we'll move on. Okay, so now that we've got that covered, wrist or shoulder straps are foam padded. They're vented all the way up and down, so you don't have to worry about sweating too much in the warmer months. Even in the colder months, sometimes when you're working hard, you're going to work up a sweat. But since these are fully vented, that definitely mitigates a lot of that issue. We've got our stretchy straps here. These are typically for the hydration bladder hoses. And then we've got some attachment points on each side, which you can never have enough attachment points when you're playing outside. So, got that. Back pad is padded in all the crucial areas. Also vented. Helps with cooling on your back, because that's one of the worst things with any backpack. If it's not cooled or vented properly, you sweat bad, and it's not fun. So, let's go back inside. Got these nice plastic pull zips that keep themselves open, so you can easily just grab a finger in there and pull it around. Okay, so there we go. Since I am using my DSLR over there to record this, I have attached my trusty film SLR to my lens to show you how everything fits in this. So we've got our main compartment here. This will hold pretty much any size SLR, even the 1DX and the Nikons that have the full-size body, or any of the smaller cameras with a battery grip will fit in here without any issue. That's the nice thing about this. I've used other packs for cameras that they side load and they won't fit the bigger bodies that have the full length or the battery grips on them. So this will accommodate a battery grip. Over here we have the way I have it configured. This is completely configurable, so you can make it lay out any way you need to for your gear. Over here I have this set up. Usually I have my wide angle lens on my SLR right now. Typically I would keep that in here, my bigger lens on my body. Got a smaller lens in here right now. This is where I keep my batteries in this compartment. Chargers in here, and then this compartment, the way I have this laid out, would work great for another bigger lens, or as I typically carry, my 2 speed lights go in there. And then on the flap we have a zipper, great for storing cords, documents. I think Lowepro thought about that. They used up that extra back space when designing this and made it functional. It's not wasted at all, so you can keep some stuff in there. The actual interior provides you an extra layer of protection. You can pull this flap out and cinch it tight. If you got really nasty weather, it's going to give you an extra layer. Plus, you can pull it right out and tote it this way along with you, and then you have extra space to put any non-camera gear in. So that is pretty neat feature that Lowepro added to this pack. So let me go put this in here. Typically with this setup, if I'm out and I want to carry a jacket, I can pull that Velcro and stuff a small shell in there and then still carry all my camera equipment. Then you just easily pull these drawstrings and flip it back around for normal use. So that pretty much covers the Lowepro Flipside, not Photo Sport. That was the last one. The Flipside Sport 15L all-weather, AW for short. This is a great little pack. I love Lowepro's bright orange color. This does come in other colors. I believe it comes in black as well. But like I said, the orange really stands out. Makes me think of Lowepro. Like I said, this pack is super functional if you want to go light and fast with your camera equipment in the outdoors. I use it pretty much for any photo situation where I need this specific set of gear, because it is so light, small, and keeps everything safe if the weather changes. So that is the Lowepro Flipside Sport 15L all weather. and I hope you enjoyed this. And make sure, if you are watching this on YouTube, to subscribe and check out patrickgensel.com or blog.patrickgensel.com. Thank you and have a good one.